There we go, recording. And our top team volume earner is Emma, and top personal volume earner for this week is Taylor. So congratulations to all of you. You all know or should know by now that Morning Meltdown 100 has launched for coaches as of July 1st. And as of Tuesday, it launched for customers. So it is now available to anyone. MM100 packages are available to anyone, and the workouts will begin on July 29th. We personally, our team has a prep group starting on Monday within the same challenge group you're already in. Don't think you have to join another group. You'll start to see those posts in there. All right, so Summit recap, some things we're gonna go over. We're gonna talk about Summit 2020, how to be an independent leader, being proactive versus reactive with everything that's coming up this year. The National Wake Up Call about Morning Meltdown, promo codes, collagen, activewear, super weekend, the National Wake Up Call about Succeed Together, and future events and launches. So first things first, new Coach Summit for 2020 is in New Orleans, July 15th to the 19th. Tickets are on sale now. They are cheaper now than they will be the entire year. So if you want to go, it is time to get your ticket. If you are earning your Success Starter ticket or on your way to earn your Success Starter ticket, you will be refunded for that ticket if you purchase this ticket. If you earn a ticket somehow throughout the year, they will refund you this ticket price. So now's the time to get it. Commit now to being here next year. If you are 1 foot in, 1 foot out, your business is never going to thrive. Commit, jump in, put both feet in and commit $150 to be here next year at this time and see where your business can take you. And a story that I heard once was, if you treated your coaching business like you treated school, like you treated your college degree, in 4 years, where do you think you could be with coaching? If you went all in, you spent the hours studying, you spent the hours doing the work, you spent the hours going to class, where do you think you could be in 4 years? This is 1 year. This is your 1 year in. I really pressure you into getting that ticket. It increases to $225 at the end of this month, so it's definitely the cheapest now. New coaches, if you signed up after July 4th or any new coaches that sign up through June of next year, tickets will be $145 for you. Bring at least 5 coaches with you. My first summit, my first year I was coaching, I didn't go to Summit. I had a nursing baby, and I had so much FOMO. So if you didn't go this year, I'm sure you were sitting there watching being like, oh my gosh, I wish I was there. I didn't go. I literally photoshopped myself into photos because that's who I am, and I did that. Second year I went, and I got to bring 3 of my teammates with me, and it was amazing. Last year I went, and I think we had 14 teammates go. This year we had even more. Next year I know we're going to have even more, which is why we booked our house now. So we have our house available already. It's $250 per person. It's walking distance. So if you've stayed with me in the past, we've had to Uber everywhere we've gone. We are walking distance from the Superdome next year. So the house will be stocked with food like always. It's available to the first 26 people who join us. Other lodging, if you're like, heck no, I can't stay with all those people, that scares me. Other lodging has begun through Team Beachbody. You should have received an email about it. If not, let me know. Or if you book through booking.com, there's no cancellation fee if you through 2020, if for some reason you can't go. Check out FAQ 1226 for more information on Coach Summit. But I'm going to stop us there for 1 second and just talk about Summit for 1 minute. I asked a whole bunch of people on the team, what did they take away from Summit? What were their biggest takeaways? And I feel like no matter how many products I talk about just right now that are launching and stuff, the things that matter most are what we take away from it, right? Not the product launches. It's not about the products. It's not about the programs. It's about what we take away from these type of events. So I wanted to share those. I didn't put them into slides, but I kind of just put them together. So one person said that her biggest takeaway was to stop comparing herself to top coaches. Following top coaches does nothing for her business. Instead, her focus should be on her business, her audience, and she's just wasting her time and psyching herself out by watching them and comparing them to herself when they're completely different people. I thought that was huge. Another person said, if you were invited to a dinner party and went, and then your host left and went and hit the streets banging pots and pans looking for more people to join the party, how would that make you feel? Focus on the people that are already at your dinner party and spend less time banging those pots and pans trying to get more. Let's foster the community we already have. Let's spend time with the people we already have, and that's going to create more people. More people are going to want to join the party if the party's awesome, right? Someone else said, equip everyone, run with the willing, but keep recruiting. Always keep recruiting. Another person, the 3 steps to posting was awesome, she said. She really broke it down to us. You go from the old normal, who you were before, to the explosion, to the new normal. So when you're writing your posts, you think about like, what was the old you? What was the explosion that happened to make you the new you? So just a way to think about how to craft your posts as you're writing them. Someone else said, honestly, for me, it was how real the community is. But this was also my very first Beachbody trip outside of team events. I learned a lot of helpful business tips, but having this community and their support makes me want to work more. Girl, I feel you. Whoever said that, that's me. These events are so amazing in terms of the community and having the one-on-one time with your teammates and creating those friendships. It's something you cannot do over the internet. Someone else, find your comfort zone and then leave it. Get out of your comfort zone. Someone else said, I am capable of being a leader. Yes, yes you are, and every single one of you here are capable of being a leader. Bring every single part of yourself to every single table, every single time. That's powerful. Just show up and be authentically you. Don't hide who you are. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Be who you are, and you're going to attract people who are your people. Sharing on social media is basically where you were before Beachbody and how it had an impact, and that you don't have to share every single detail of the struggle, just the highlights and emotions behind it. And I'm saying that because most of us are like, well, that's lying. No, it's not. Most people aren't sharing their struggles because they're ashamed of their struggles. You don't have to share all the details. You don't have to give us the nitty gritty. You can tell us what you've gone through in a way that you're comfortable with. So that tip is really great for people who are afraid to share. You don't have to share all the details. Something that someone's going to implement better is writing out a month's plan for posts and invites to coaches and customers and incentives. She's going to write out a plan on how she's going to do that. Planning is everything. When you have a plan, you cannot fail. You're never going to attract business builders if you're not sharing about the business. Boom. If you're not talking about the business, guys, you're never going to build a team of builders. And a team of builders is where you build income, okay? So if you want a business, you need business builders on your team. So the only way to do that is by sharing about the business. You might be able to turn challengers into coaches, but that doesn't make them builders. You need to be sharing about the business aspect to attract those kind of people. This one was amazing. So I hear a lot on the team that like, everybody I know does Beachbody already, or everybody already has a coach, or everybody I talk to already does this, or everyone I know is a coach. There are people having babies every single day. There are people turning 18 every single day. Your market will never, ever, ever be dry. Also, you're asking for, if you want it, you're asking for a hard road. You have to prove you're willing to walk the valley to climb the mountain. You have to prove that you're willing to do the hard things in order to reap the benefits. This business is not easy, but it is simple. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. All right. That's what I've got. Those are some of the biggest takeaways that some of the teammates shared with us. So I just want to share those with you. I thought those were amazing. All right, getting back to this. Be an independent leader. Being an independent leader means that you are taking control of your business. You are taking the reins and you are the leader of your business. So first, check the FAQ. These are the questions in this order you should ask before just jumping and asking your upline for something. So if you want to be a CEO of your own business, question number 1, what could I do to figure out this answer on my own? If I have a question, what could I do to figure out this answer? Question 2, what could I learn? What do I need to go learn so I know the answer to this without having to ask? And number 3, what could I ask? If I need to ask a question, what question do I ask? That way you are taking the initiative to learn, to go out and research, to go out and act like a business owner, because that's what you want your team to do. You, at one point, want to be able to go on vacation and come back and your team still be thriving. You don't want to come back to an inbox full of, when does Shakeology, pumpkin spice Shakeology come out? When they easily could have looked at the FAQ. How do I send a share cart? When they easily could have looked it up on YouTube. You don't want to you want to create the community of people who will go figure it out by themselves. And then if they can't figure it out, we'll ask questions. Questions are obviously welcomed after you try to figure it out on your own. Okay? Hold on, sorry. This one is proactive versus reactive. So proactive, we want to be proactive versus reactive to everything that's coming up this year, okay? What's happening now versus in the future? This is like the list that you kind of come up with. All the notes you took at Summit, or were watching us take notes or anything like that. Make a list of what's happening now versus what's happening in the future. Review and condense those notes, because a lot of the notes you took are probably repetitive, or they aren't necessary right now, or some of the things should be highlighted in bold. Find your top 10 ideas. What are the top 10 things you want to implement? Decide on the 3 biggest of those and make them happen this year. If you go to Summit and you come home and you do nothing, you just wasted all your time at Summit. You wasted the opportunity to grow your business, the opportunity to expand unreally. So what you really want to do is take at least 3 things that you learned and put them into action. I was talking to someone the other day about how she read a book. She read a book that was probably above her level for when she read it. And I asked her if she remembered what she read. And she said no. What's the purpose of reading a book if you aren't implementing it, right? If you're reading personal development and you think 2 weeks later about that book and you don't remember anything about it, you just wasted all that time reading that book. As you're reading these books, as you're going to these conferences, implement what you're doing before you move on to the next thing, or you're just wasting your time. Create a plan with timelines, and to go further in depth with all of this, listen to the National Wake Up Call from this past Monday with Brittany. It's on the Team Beachbody 411 page, and she breaks all of this down on how to put all this into action. She even gives away in the Champions page, and I posted in our team page, she had some calendars that you could use to plug in all these things as to make it happen throughout the year. Morning meltdown. I'm not going to really talk a lot about this because I think we've all done calls on morning meltdown several times. So Morning Meltdown 100 is available to all customers and coaches. It's $20 off this month. Plus, you guys, if you're an active coach, you have promo codes. So you can officially have it $30 off. Yes? There's a child knocking at my door. Speaking of promo codes, all active coaches receive 3 promo codes. What? It's raining out. It's storming. You can go watch. All active coaches receive 3 promo codes for $10 off any challenge pack or completion pack available to new coaches or customers. This is, you should have received your promo codes yesterday. What, hon? Ooh, go put it in your cookie bag. The precious album. Okay. FAQ 4265 has more information on that. Promo codes expire on July 31st, so make sure you use those before July 31st. All right. Beachbody Collagen Boost. The product toolkit is in the Coach Online office. If you go to Grow Your Business product toolkits, you can find everything there is to know about it. This is type 1 collagen, and it's skin and nail focused. So I think that there's 10 different kinds of collagen, but we have type 1 collagen. The FAQ 5323 has more product details. It is $26 our cost, $34 retail for a customer. Okay, babe, get down off the windowsill. Get down. You're going to get hurt. Please. Thank you. Beachbody Activewear is now, we have a whole new line of Beachbody Activewear. It kind of reminds me a lot of Fabletics. It is a great way to keep your spouse active if you need your spouse to be active, because we now get 75% PV, 20% TV, and 20% on all sales. Shipping offers are going on right now. If you get this foil tank top that I have pictured here, you get free shipping on any other athletic wear. And there's a ton of stuff on clearance. So definitely check that out. FAQ 8883 for more shipping offers. Oh, I forgot to put a picture here, sorry. Super Weekend Open House is next weekend, July 26th to the 28th. Find a location near you and try to get to it. At least if you don't know if there's one near you, go to FAQ 9793. You'll be able to find a location and time near you, and at least try. At least try to find one near you and get there if you can. Ours is going to be in the afternoon here in Charleston. If you can make it here, that's amazing. If you are driving in from out of town and need somewhere to crash, let me know. Carl's coming to ours. These events are they're like a mini summit. It's a little opportunity for you to connect with other coaches, learn about what's going on. And this event is actually an open house, so you can bring your prospects. So any coaching prospects are encouraged to come to this open house and learn about the business. They're not going to talk about like how to build your business. They're going to talk about the opportunity of building a business. Carl's Succeed Together Instagram promotion is going on from July 12th to July 31st. Every day he's giving away 10 people $100. So if they get a coach or a challenger started with a challenge pack, and you write it on that piece of paper just like that, I commit to 100 for Morning Meltdown 100. You write their name down, you tag it, hashtag Succeed Together. He will pick at random 10 people each day. Future events and launches. September 3rd, we've got Pumpkin Spice Shakeology coming back out. It was a huge hit, sold out immediately last year, twice. So we're really excited about that. September 30th is our next fitness program launch with The Work. It's 6 weeks of The Work. It's a new fitness trainer. It is going to be launched immediately. So like there's not going to be a test group or anything for this program. So when it comes out on September 30th, it is available on September 30th. November 1st, Peppermint Mocha Shakeology. Yes, please. That one I can get down on. That one I feel like is going to make like the best brownies and the best like Shakeology balls. I'm so excited about that one. This winter, our winter program is going to be the Bar Blend. If you haven't seen that yet, check your online office. There's some information about Bar Blend. That's going to be our winter fitness program that's going to launch. And we also have Chocolate Almond Crunch Beach Bars, vegan. You guys, I'm telling you all of this. I don't want you to worry about any of all of this. We will have calls on all of these things. Focus on Morning Meltdown 100 right now. Focus on what's going on right now in our businesses, and we will worry about these as the time comes closer. Q2 of next year, we are launching in France. That's exciting. If you know anyone who lives in France, just kind of maybe just start becoming besties. Don't even talk about the business. Don't talk about anything yet because they don't know anything about it yet. So it's just going to be confusing. Q2 of next year, my team is also going to be having a diamond retreat because we can't do that this year. Thank you, Abigail. July 15th of next year is Summit. So put those things on your calendar. Just keep them in the back of your mind. We'll talk about all of them more as they come up. Go ahead. Oh, you want to do puzzles? You do those puzzles and show mommy how you do it. Well, then bring them up here because mommy's on a call. All right, so we're going to talk about bucket lists. I like to see your faces, so I'm just going to stop sharing for a second while I chat. A lot of teams and individuals make vision boards, right? I don't get down with a vision board and cutting out pictures and stuff. Like it's not my thing. And then it looks messy and then I won't hang it up and I need it to be clean. So I was like, bucket lists. I like bucket lists. I like checklists actually. I like checklists where I can like scratch everything off my checklist to make sure it's done. You can't really scratch things off a vision board. So I was like, let's do bucket lists for the end of the year. So bucket lists are, I have a template. I made mine earlier, so we're going to use my template that you guys can like just remove the text and put in your own text. So I'm going to give that to you guys after we're done talking about this, and we're all going to do it together before we leave the call today. So I don't need to share my screen for this. Why are we doing a bucket list? I've got 10 reasons why, okay? Purpose. Number 1 is purpose. A bucket list gives you a purpose in life. It's something you know you want to do. It gives you goals to reach for and something to get out of life. So as we're creating our lists, you're going to have 26, I think it's 26 spots that I have on there. There's 26 weeks left in the year. These do not have to all be work related. These do not have to be huge. They don't have to be travel related. They can be whatever. What are 26 things you want to accomplish before the end of this year? Number 2, it gives you something to focus on. How many times have you drawn a blank on what you want to do with your free time? Now you know. You can just go to your bucket list and be like, I'm going to go organize the attic. Whatever it is that you want to do this year, have a list of things to do when you're not doing anything and you're bored. Got some time off coming up or a free weekend? Why not check something off your bucket list? It gives you something to work towards, and it's going to give you direction. So number 3 is direction. It helps guide you towards new things and new experiences. This kind of ties purpose and focus together because it gives you a sense of direction in your life and a purpose. Number 4, set goals and a date. When I was doing this, everything I read about vision boards said, don't set goals. You have your whole life. Well, that's not the purpose of this one. The purpose of this one is to set goals and dates for this year, okay? This is our 2019 second half of the year bucket list. I don't want this to be a bucket list that you're like, yeah, I want to hit diamond in 2025. No, 2019 bucket list, okay? Your number 5, memories. You guys, bucket list certainly is going to create memories for you. It's going to give you great stories to tell. It's going to give you social media content to share about. It'll be nice to look back on the things you've accomplished, something to make you feel proud of yourself for the year. Move on. Number 6 is move on. Your bucket list is the perfect thing to help get you out of a funk. Go out and try something new, something you've always wanted to do. It'll help get your mind off of things. I know we've had a lot of conversations at Summit being like, I just don't feel like I have a purpose, or I don't do things. I don't get off the couch. Go do things. This will give you a list of things to go actually do. Number 7 is discover. Think of all the new things and places you're going to discover. If maybe you live in a new city, or you've lived in the same city forever and you still haven't checked out that taco restaurant, go do it. Put that on your bucket list. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Because guess what? When you're going out and living your life, that's the coach lifestyle. The coach lifestyle is not just Summit. It's not just working. It's not just working out. It is the lifestyle we get to have because we have the freedom to do what we want to do. All of these things are social media, everything. The stuff to share on social media. Explore. Number 8 is explore. Jumping off of discovering something new is exploring something new. Explore the world. Explore a new niche with your social media. Explore a new book. Explore a new hobby. Anything you want to do. Number 9, learning. With exploring comes learning, which is always a good thing. Learn a new language. Learn a new, maybe French. French might be a good one, I'm just saying. Learn about a new culture. Learn about anything. Just put yourself out there, discover, explore, and learn. And number 10, a bucket list is never ending, obviously. At the end of this year, if this works for you, if you're like, I loved being able to check things off my list, we can do another call, or you can find a success partner and do it together, or just do it by yourself. Create a 2020 bucket list, a whole year bucket list. You can always come up with new ideas, always try new things. This list is not meant to be completed. It's a list to keep you inspired, okay? So I'm going to share, if I can find it. Hold on, I just have to pull it up. My bucket list with you guys. I made my bucket list earlier. And I kind of did, I tried to do like a variety of, why can't I get to share? There we go. So I tried to do a variety of all different types of things, family, fun, work, etc. So my bucket list, I want to save, in 2019, I want to save $25,000. I want to cut back on my work hours to 4 hours per day and stick to that. Like I tell you guys sometimes that I work 4 hours when really my phone is in my hand way more than that. I want consistent bi-weekly date nights. We say we're going to do it, and we were supposed to have one last night, and we're like, yeah, we're tired, and we didn't do it. I want to book a Disney vacation for early 2020. I want to create a, is that what you, oh, yes, I'll come see you. I saw Nicolette, yes. I put create stellar onboarding system, but I changed that and I didn't re-download it. I have it on my paper right now. I want to create a Challenge Group 101 type system for all of my new coaches so that they know how to use the challenge groups, how to best utilize the challenge groups, as well as like a guide for when they're ready to take and run their own challenge groups. I want to complete Morning Meltdown 100. And also on here, but I didn't put them together intentionally, was I also want to stick to a nutrition I want to stick to my nutrition for an entire program. So if you look at the dates correctly, that would have to be that program to do it this year. But I want to travel to New York again before the end of the year. New York is where my family is. So that's why I also said I want to take a family vacation, not to see family this year. I want to hit Success Club 10 every month. I want to be a 2020 elite team. I want to have at least one premier elite coach on my team. I want to write a letter to my unborn baby. I want 2 weeks of meal prep before baby comes. I want to have my Christmas shopping done before December 1st. I want to send handwritten Christmas letters. I want to do a Christmas photo session. I want to complete my kitchen backsplash that's been a project for way too long. I want to pay off the stupid rainbow vacuum that I recommend none of you ever watch the rainbow vacuum presentation. I want to book my 2020 Diamond Retreat for second quarter. I want to unplug after 6 p.m. daily except Thursdays. I want to finish our master bedroom. I want to have 3 coaches attend the New Leader Conference. I want to finish the year in top 100. I want to earn $100,000 this year. I want to stick to my nutrition for an entire program. Read 5 more PD books before the end of the year. And I say read because I listen to them. But you all just heard me. I don't read books to read books. I read books to implement them. So that comes with a lot of implementing too. I want to complete the Bob Heilig training. And I want to organize my attic. That wasn't a joke before. So that is my bucket list for the year. And it's pretty and it's cute and I need to check all that spelling because there's a lot of spelling mistakes. But I'm going to frame it and I'm going to put it right here on this shelf and I'm going to put it in a glass so I can use an expo marker and like cross them off as I do them. I'm really encouraging you all to do the same. So I am going to put the link. I have a Canva link. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, I have the Canva link right here. I just put it in the chat. Make sure you can all click on that. You might have to be on a computer. I'm not sure. If you need me to send it somewhere else, just tell me where you need me to send it to you. But we're going to do these right now. This should be a template, so you should be able to just click on it and edit it. So like put your name at the top and start changing the things in there. Start creating your bucket list. And if you guys...
It's apple juice.
Oh, it's apple juice? Thank you.
It's not apple juice.
What is it?
It's grape.
Oh, it's grapes.
It's grape
Grape
juice.
juice. Thank you.
Welcome.
Go ahead and just start doing your bucket list, and we can open this up so we can kind of chat. If anybody here, I already did mine, so I'm just going to be chatty Cathy and hope you guys join in. But if anybody here was at Summit and didn't weigh in before with their biggest takeaway, I'd love to continue to hear some biggest takeaways from Summit. Nicolette, what was your biggest takeaway?
Okay, so I would say, because I know a lot of people get wrapped up in the comparison mode, like who's ever looked around and they're like, oh, I suck because this person's doing this. There was a line that somebody said, it said, be a reflection of what people can be. You have an assignment and a destiny. And when you start looking in other directions, we end up trying to do somebody else's assignment and never doing our own. So one of the biggest things that I've learned, my hardest year as a coach was 2015, my first full year. And it's because I was doing just that. I was looking at all of my peers who were accomplishing way more than me, and I was comparing, and I was miserable, and I forgot about my own assignment. And that was to connect with other pregnant mamas who are about to have 2 under 2 and live that out. And that became my destiny. And that's where I found my team. And that's when we ended up the next year, you know, a top elite team for the first year ever. And so putting the blinders on and just focusing on, you know, living out your purpose and connecting with the people that you can best connect with where you're at, who gives a crap what anyone else is doing, I think is just the hugest thing. And it was a great reminder that they had at Summit.
I love that. Comparison is so hard in this business. It's hard as a mom too, just in general, as a woman. I think it's like our natural instinct. Luck is not in your control, but control is found in your daily habits. Master your daily habits. That's so true. This business is definitely not about luck, generally speaking. Teresa's dropping all the bombs. That doesn't matter.
Well, go. Those are bad ones. Those are good. How does one go?
Try to put them together.
This one goes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Is anybody having any trouble with the Canva link? Jade, do you have it? Yeah? Okay. You can't do anything with it, Alyssa? If you can't do anything with it, maybe, yeah, pen and paper. Just start writing it all down. 26 things for now. Jenna said you have to make a copy of it. If you guys are thinking of good things to write on your bucket list, I'd love to hear them too.
Please. What does it go? What does it go? I don't know this one go.
Which one is it?
Robot.
R. R for robot.
Oh, that's
Letter
an R.
for a yellow R. There it is.
Oh, I told you.
I don't think you needed to. It was a template, so.
What's this one go?
You should have just been able to click use template when you clicked on it. And it should open
I
up.
did it.
You didn't ruin it, Nicole.
This is just the white one. What's this one go?
By the way, as annoying as it is that my kid's right next to me, how cool is it that my job allows me to do this? Do puzzles with my baby during my work meeting. Issa, yes, staying mentally stable with a teenager, definitely. I think it should just say drink wine.
This is Xavier and Xavier. Where this one goes? Where this one goes, Mommy? This one.
That's a B, fish. Fish. Fish is fish. I think we're missing some pieces.
No, I'm not.
I think so.
Thank you.
I think so.
No, I'm not. What's this one called?
B.
B. Potato.
Not really, but sure.
Fits. It fits.
Okay. Oh, that's an awesome bucket list activity. Take a trip back to Toronto where my fourth baby was born due to complications and visit the hospital with her where the doctor saved her life. That's pretty amazing. That'd be so fun. How old is she?
Sorry. She's 2 on the 25th.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun for her and the doctors.
Yeah. And the rest of the girls want to go because they loved living there in a big city for 6 weeks.
Oh, where?
Oh, don't tell. You won't hear the end of it until you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel, I love that. Complete a marriage devotional with her husband.
Mommy. Hey, what? Mom, can you help me all these pieces? Mom.
I just think I sent a link. Another link. Try that again. There we go. Oh my gosh, that didn't work. Hold on.
It's so good.
What the heck is happening here? That link is broken.
This is pieces.
I don't know why that's not working. You're gonna have to copy and paste that whole thing. But that link right there that I just added, if you want to copy and paste that and save it, I found on Etsy where they will like print it out and they put it on like a little scroll looking thing that you could actually hang right in your office. And it's really cute for like $11. So if you want to have it printed, if you don't want to have like put it in a frame, that's just a cute idea to hang it in your office. I might do it because it matches the shiplap.
This one go? Where's this one go? This one. It's like that. No, don't do that.
It does. It fits it.
Where it go?
Maybe you could try this one.
No, it won't fit. This one fits. Will you come downstairs?
I'll come down in just about 10 minutes, okay?
No, I don't want to.
Listen.
Let's see. Oh, you borrowed that for me.
Oh, Issa just sent 10. Let's see. Staying mentally stable with a teenager, being the best mom I can be, never miss a morning workout, FaceTime more with my family in Germany, working on my nutrition, celebrating 14 years in the US, having the biggest Christmas for my kids, taking 30 minutes a day to take care of myself, keep my van clean. I like that one. Get more organized. These are just a few of mine. I love them. The more you can make them that are like cross-offable, like actionable, like I do this, I do this, I do this, the easier it'll be to like actually feel accomplished at the end of the year. What does that mean?
Mommy, 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 help me. Help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, help me, help me. Help me, help me, help me.
Do you know that all these people can hear you singing? They can all hear you singing.
I got you on these walls. I got you out of my bed. Girl, I'm gonna
What is that?
Turn some music on. For some inspiration. Except for not that song. Does anybody need help with anything? Are you all good? Do you guys know what you're doing? No, it doesn't broken down. It's broken. I'm gonna share my bucket list in the events pages for today. So when you guys are done with yours, you guys can share them in there too. It'll be fun to see each other's and hold each other accountable to them. My computer's bugging out on me again. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah, okay. My screen is completely gone on my computer, so I can't do anything on my computer right now. This is what I see, by the way, for those who are wondering. This is what's going on my computer. I think I need to get it away. There's no movie in there. No, I took it out earlier and gave it to your brother.
No, I can't put this one in. This doesn't fit.
Oh, I need to do it. You can do it.
Can you find the note for that? Can you find the note for that? Oh yeah. Where's the note? Oh, no. Oh, no.
You want music without ads. You don't want to spend the money. That's why we're giving you a free 30-day trial of Pandora Music. No interruptions. After that, you cost half the price of
Put
other
that back.
music
It's a brand new one. You don't need it all
$5 a
dirty.
month. Listen to more music
Okay,
at
you can have it
The
downstairs.
show's open.
Tap now for a free trial.
Okay. I feel weird because I can't do anything on my computer. But I can let you guys go and finish these. I encourage you all to finish them. Try to get at least 26 items on your board, and then share it with us in our groups. Is everyone committed to that? Sorry that my squealing like this. I don't understand why. But all right, you guys have a great night. I'm sorry my computer's bugging out and I can't do anything, but you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.